All right, let's talk about university admissions in Uganda. For thousands of you Senior 6 leavers, this is it. This is the moment you've been working towards for years. Getting a government-sponsored spot at a public university is a huge, huge deal. But let's be honest, the process can feel a little complicated, kind of like a puzzle. So, how do you solve it? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to crack the code together.
Think of this as your roadmap. We're going to walk through the official guidelines step by step and give you everything you need. Our goal is to help you turn all of that incredible hard work from your school years into an official admission letter. So here's the game plan. We'll start with the basics of just applying, and then get into the nitty-gritty of filling out that all-important form. Then comes the fun part, strategy. We'll talk about how to choose your courses and, crucially, how the university actually calculates your score. From there, we'll look at the different ways you can get sponsorship, and we'll wrap up with a final checklist so you can be sure you've got everything locked in.
Okay, let's get started. The main prize here is, of course, getting into one of Uganda's 10 public universities with government sponsorship. But before you start dreaming about your degree, you've got to make sure you're actually eligible to play the game.
So, who can apply? Well, first off, your A-level results are good for 3 years, which includes the year you actually sat for your exams. You also need a good foundation. That means at least 5 passes on your UC. And here's the big one. You must have at least 2 A-level principal passes, and they have to be from the same sitting. If you can tick all those boxes, you're officially at the starting line.
All right, let's talk about the form itself. Now, this might seem like the easy part, but you'd be surprised. This is where so many applications can just fall apart before anyone even looks at your grades. Getting the details right here is absolutely non-negotiable. You have to get these 4 things perfect. Your name. Write it out in full, exactly, and I mean exactly as it is on your UNEB documents. No nicknames, no shortcuts. Your index numbers, double-check them, then triple-check them. And your home district. This is so important. This is your district of origin, where you are from, not where your school is. This is absolutely critical for the district quota. A mistake on any of these could get your application thrown out.
And now we get to the really interesting part, the strategy. Choosing your programs isn't just about making a wish list. It's a key part of cracking this admission code. How you use those 10 choices you're given can literally make or break your application.
And this quote from the guidelines says it all, really. It highlights a classic mistake. So many students aim only for the super competitive courses. Law, medicine, the usual suspects. And in the process, they miss out on other fantastic programs that they actually would have qualified for, if only they had put them on the list. You're smarter than that. Don't let that be you.
So here's how you play it smart. You get 10 choices in total, but they're split into 2 separate sections on the form. Your first 6 choices are for the big national competition. That's the National Merit Scheme. The other 4 choices are just for the district quota competition. You have to fill out both sections to give yourself the best possible shot.
Oh, and a quick but super important technical point. Every single course has a unique 3-letter code. You'll find these in the official application booklet. If you write down the wrong code, it's the same as not applying for that course at all. So be careful, be meticulous.
Okay, deep breath. This is the heart of it all. How does a university take your grades from O-level and A-level and turn them into one single score that decides your fate? Let's pull back the curtain on the weighting system. The magic number they're looking for is called the combined weight. It's pretty simple, really. It's the total of your weighted A-level points plus your weighted O-level points. At the end of the day, for any given program, the applicants with the highest combined weight get the spots.
Now here's where it gets really strategic. Not all your A-level subjects are treated equally. It actually depends on the course you're applying for. For any given degree, they'll define which subjects are essential, relevant, and desirable. Your best 2 essential subjects get multiplied by 3. The next relevant one is multiplied by 2, and the desirable by 1. This means your subject combination is everything.
So how do your grades turn into points? Pretty straightforward. At A-level, an A gets you 6 points. A B is 5 points, all the way down to an O, which is worth 1 point. Then for your O-levels, every distinction 1 or 2 is worth 0.3 points, every credit is worth 0.2, and every pass is worth 0.1.
And whatever you do, do not forget this bonus. A good pass in a subsidiary subject like general paper isn't just a requirement. It adds 1 full extra point to your A-level weight. And trust me, that 1 point can be the difference between getting in and just missing out. It's often the tiebreaker. Okay, let's make this real.
Imagine you're applying for civil engineering. For that course, physics and maths are essential. So your A in physics, that's 6 points, gets multiplied by 3. Your B in maths, 5 points, also gets multiplied by 3. Chemistry is considered relevant, so your C grade, which is 4 points, gets multiplied by 2. Add that 1 bonus point for GP, and your total A-level weight is 42. Then you just add your O-level score, let's say it's 2.0, and boom, your combined weight is 44.0. See? Not so scary when you break it down.
So you've calculated your combined weight. Now what happens? What competitions are you actually in? It's really important to know that there's more than just one way to get a government-sponsored spot.
And this chart makes it super clear. The vast majority of spots, 75%, are for national merit. This is pure competition. The students with the highest scores win, plain and simple. But that other 25% is set aside for affirmative action schemes, which gives you more ways to get in.
And here's what that 25% looks like. The biggest piece of the pie is the district quota, with almost 900 slots. That's why getting your home district right on the form is so critical. There are also 64 spots reserved for persons with disabilities and another 40 for talented athletes. It's all about creating opportunities for a wider range of students.
And we can't forget one of the biggest affirmative action policies out there. To help close the historical gender gap in universities, every single female applicant automatically gets 1.5 points added to her combined weight. This has been a game changer for boosting female enrollment across the country.
Phew! We have covered a lot of ground. So before you sign, seal, and deliver that form, let's just run through one final checklist. This will make sure you've applied not just with great grades, but with a great strategy. Okay, go through this one more time. Are your name and index numbers absolutely perfect? Did you use the official program codes from the booklet? Is your home district code correct? Did you fill out all 6 choices for national merit and all 4 for the district quota? And finally, has your head teacher signed off on it? Don't skip a single one of these steps.
And I'll leave you with one last pro tip. The universities actually publish the cutoff points from the last few years. Go find that information. Researching this data is kind of like getting a cheat sheet. It tells you how competitive your chosen courses really are, and it helps you make choices that are both ambitious and realistic.
So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Getting that spot at university isn't just about how well you did in your exams. It's about how you play the game. It's a combination of your hard-earned grades and a sharp, well-informed strategy. So do your homework, double-check every detail, and apply smart. Good luck.